It's the Chin Checkers podcast, all about the fight game with Mr. Get That Work and Hawk Von Dame. Grab your device of choice and tune in. You'll never know what topics gonna get it on the chin. Boxing, MMA, UFC as well. They discuss who got the win, who took the L, who won the belt, who pound for pound, who fell, who ready for war, who got next. Ring the bell.
Yeah, what up, Playboy?
What's up, man? What's up? I'm not too happy. What's up, man?
Oh, don't cry, man. Don't cry.
Chill.
It was entertaining, man. Let's go.
Nah,
Let's get
that ref
into
need to
it,
get
man.
out of here, bro. Get a new ref, bro.
Yeah. Oh, man, but it was a good showing. But
Yeah,
the people that don't know, that's my brother, Mr. Get That Work. I'm Hawk Von Dame. We are back with another episode of the Chin Checkers. Yeah, fresh off the Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, man. What did you think?
I thought it was a good fight, man. I thought it was entertaining. Both guys landed pretty clean punches. I guess Tommy just landed the more cleaner shots. I feel like Jake landed some good shots here and there. Maybe it wasn't enough to swing it in his, in his favor, but that definitely was a knockdown. And that ref, bro, that ref was terrible.
Yeah.
That was a terrible ref.
Yeah. Didn't give out any warnings. He just started dishing out points both ways. I feel the same way. But the fight was dope, man. I was actually impressed, man.
Yeah. Both, I think Sean Porter must have said it well. He said it was high level fighting, with unexperienced boxers, relatively unexperienced. And
it's a great way to put it.
Yeah, they definitely both did a good job. Nothing to be ashamed of. They both fought their heart out. And, not for nothing, like we all said, my man Jake has that equalizer. He has that equalizer. He has a firepower. He just, he needed to do a little more. I seen how he was trying to come out early on, which was catching with the overhand. I think he kind of stuck to that too early on. He should have boxed more, try to set it up more, but it was a good fight.
Yeah, man. I just think that the most impressive thing was Tommy Fury's hair. Like, his shit was perfect.
Yeah, that shit didn't move, bro. That shit didn't move at all.
That was mad impressive. I wasn't that impressed with him. He throws punches. He doesn't move his head. It's right there. And Sean Porter's right. Both of them not really very experienced, but little by little, I've been more impressed with Jake Paul. And we got to remember this was a YouTuber who stepped on the scene with the knocking out Nate Robinson. Small guy, you know what I mean? And he ended up being more of a clown, putting up all these pictures of him showing his hit list, how he wanted Canelo and how he wanted Tank and a bunch of old people. He kind of earned my respect. And even though he lost, certain things I saw were there. It just wasn't as clean as it should have been.
Right.
Tommy doesn't move his head. It's right there for you to hit him. It's right there. And I said that he was going to catch him with the looping overhand right over the jab, and that's going to knock him out on the floor. He took the punches, but throughout that fight, he got hit a lot, and those were the more, oh, shit. Yeah, he was landing the cleaner punches more consistently.
Right.
But it was like every time Jake hit him, the eye-opening and the oh shit effect, he didn't handle Jake's punches as well as Jake handled his.
Well, I'm going to say definitely at the beginning of the fight, I was a little surprised of the character role. I thought with how Tommy Fury was talking, I thought he was going to be the aggressor. He asked for a smaller ring, so I assumed that he was going to be on the front foot trying to cut off the ring and chase, Jake down. But, to my surprise, it was the opposite. Jake was, more of the aggressor, obviously because he wanted to land a big punch. But, I mean, it was kind of surprising. Like you said, he has, things that you could see there that definitely could work. But he just needs to sharpen it a little more.
Yeah.
Just a little more.
So, yo, are you entertained? Do you want to see a rematch?
I don't mind a rematch. I don't mind them. I'll say that. I don't mind a rematch.
All right. Well, what did you think about the decision?
I think it could have gone either way.
True. I would put him draw.
I wouldn't have been mad at a draw. I know
Yeah.
a lot of people would have been upset, but I think it could have went either way.
So I think the rounds that the penalties happened, those two are a wash. You can't really bring those in. And Tommy won the majority of the fight, but then you did get dropped in the final round. That's a 10-8 round right there.
Right.
So basically, what they're saying is Jake Paul only won one round out of the first 7 rounds, and I don't know if I necessarily agree with that.
Yeah.
But let's see, entertaining, man. I was surprised, but I didn't like the whole card, man. That shit was bad.
Oh shit! I was just about to say let's congratulate Badu Jack over here for taking on Makabu or whatever his name is, the guy who wanted to fight Canelo. I don't know why they put that up like as his character bio, like wants to fight Canelo Alvarez. I was just like, that shit not happening now. But yeah, Makabu, he looked tired since like the 3rd round.
Yeah, the first round. Yeah, Sean, that was the first thing Sean Porter said. Like, yo, man, looked like he's skating in the ring.
Yeah.
And before the fight came on, I thought they were pretty evenly matched. I felt like Badu Jack, slightly better of the boxer. This guy's bigger puncher. Man, I don't know. If I'm going to lean some way, I'm going to lean with the bigger puncher.
Right.
But then they said that he was coming off a 13-month layoff, and the first round, once I saw the footing, I was like, this isn't gonna go. I wish I could cancel my bet. I couldn't cancel the bet, and I ain't bet nothing crazy, but
Yeah, and we give respect to all fighters here, but not for nothing. Makabu looked very like outclassed. Like you said, from round 1, he was reaching. From round 1, you're reaching for punches, for body shots. He just looked bad.
Off balance,
Yeah,
and everything, man.
He looked bad. So. A younger Badu Jack probably would have stopped him earlier. But yeah, shout out to Badu Jack.
Yeah, man. I don't want to knock anyone, but
yeah,
I wasn't that excited for. That was the fight that I figured I would be the most excited for, and then it happened, and I was like, man, this guy, he's looking washed, man.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, shout out to Badu Jack, and I say that once again because 3-time world champion, different weight classes, you gotta give it to him, and he's up there in age. He's 39, so I don't know how much left he got, but yeah.
Well, there was some other stuff that went on this weekend, man.
Oh, Showtime. Who? We gonna save Mayweather for last. Let's go over to Showtime, man.
That's where I was going.
Okay,
I don't know.
All right, I'm just making sure, man. I'm just making sure.
Where were you going with it?
That's where I'm going. Matisse and Ponce, baby.
I didn't see that. I didn't even know that was on. I didn't even watch the Mayweather shit.
Oh, man. Well, I don't fault you for that. I mean, it was an exhibition. Mayweather just getting a bag as usual. But Showtime had Matisse and Ponce. Like we said before, not guys that's really known, not known names, but they put on a big show. And it was a banger until it was stopped. It was a banger. Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that. That's fucked up. We supposed to be partners. You ain't give me a text message or nothing, man.
Yo, Saturday nights, baby. You know what time it is?
Nah, you be calling me for bullshit. Like during the week, you'll be like, yo, what are you doing for lunch? Like, mad random. Yo, did you see that TikTok video? Or, yo, and then you don't text me about the fight. Bro, that's my fault. I'm slipping, man. I'm pushing the blame on you.
Nah, it is what it is, man. I mean, honestly, I was more excited for the Jake Paul event. I knew Mayweather's fight. I knew Showtime was throwing something as well. But I was mostly just, looking forward to the Jake Paul and Tommy Fury grudge match. But yeah, Showtime had a decent event. And Mayweather, of course, like we said, just got the bag. Beat up an MMA guy, got the bag. So, another Mayweather event.
I always come off as the Mayweather hater. I wonder if all my Mayweather hate is the reason we blackballed on YouTube and we always getting blocked. That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if me talking about him and giving my opinion, I'm starting to fall out of love with the sport because of the fact that everyone is now adopting that mindset. And if anyone is hating now on Jake Paul for losing or whatever, you're clowns. People will support Mayweather, and then this guy comes over and does it, and he gets criticism. I'm just tired of the gushing over Mayweather, and I don't have a problem. I'm just tired of his fans, man. I can't stand the Mayweather fans. I can't. They making me not like boxing, man. But one thing
Mayweather is a relevant name in boxing, but I mean, currently he's not relevant right now. He does exhibitions. That's it. So
I don't knock the exhibitions. Get your money. The problem is the effect that he had on this whole generation of guys. You ready for the rant, man? The rant is coming. We got some fucking awesome news. Tank and Garcia, it's official.
Yeah.
Now, everyone better go out there and fucking support. I don't care what the result is. I don't care if Tank knocks him out in the first round. I don't care if Garcia knocks him out. Everyone better support. Because what's going to happen is if no one purchases that fight, I mean, no illegal downloads, actually purchase it, other guys aren't going to fight each other at all. They're already not fighting each other. And you can't be a Earl Spence fan or a Terrence Crawford fan or any fan and talk about ducking if you are a Mayweather fan. I don't want to hear that shit come out your mouth. I can't. I can't, man. I don't want to hear it.
Yes, fucking God, man. Hey, for all the boxing purists, which I feel like I'm a boxing purist, even though I am entertained by these YouTube from time to time and these celebrity boxing, I'm still a purist. So we got Tank versus Garcia. We don't know about the undercard, but we got these two guys fighting. And, these were two of the four kings back in the 135 division maybe a couple of years ago. Tank, Garcia, Haney, and Lopez.
Yeah.
Now we have two of them going against each other. It's going to be a great match. Like you said, it doesn't matter whoever you cheer for, whoever you want to win, whoever you have a bias for, doesn't matter. Just go out there and support this fight. This is a real boxing event, and we got two prime fighters.
Prime.
Going against each other.
Putting it all on the line. And there's a myth that went around because Mayweather marketed himself as TBE and all that, where if you lose value. That's false. And all these fighters aren't delivering the super fights because of the fact that 30-year-old Mayweather didn't deliver no super fights and got paid crazy. That's not the case for all of boxing. I'm almost mind blown that the Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight isn't happening next. That should be the only fight next.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be Errol Spence fighting Keith Thurman or nothing like that.
Right.
And if you're criticizing that fight, but you're a Mayweather fan, you need to shut the fuck up. I can't.
Oh, man. But, I mean, like we said before, boxing doesn't usually deliver. This time it delivers. So, as a community, we gotta definitely go out and support this event because it's a great event, epic event. This is one of the nights where you gotta remember. You're gonna remember where you was at, whose house you was watching it at, which party you was at, whatever you was doing that night. This is one of those events, man.
Yeah,
So
this story hopefully isn't better than the actual fight, but right now the story is fucking hot.
yeah,
You're talking about two of the best young, exciting, good-looking fighters of this era.
yeah,
And hopefully they set a precedent for the rest of boxing because it's getting a little frustrating where the highlight of the weekend is Mayweather sitting on top of the ropes because he's too good in there with an MMA fighter, or Tommy Fury and Jake Paul. Tommy was celebrating like he won a world champion. It was like, yeah, this is like a world champion. Like, whoa! I get it. You're excited. You won. It was a tough fight, and you got the bag. Yeah, I get it, but that's not a world championship. It's bump your brakes, champ. It was an 8-round fight. I'm not hating though. I don't want to come off like I'm hating because I like the fight. I'm just saying.
yeah. Nah, I get it. I get it. I mean, like we said, we got Tank Garcia. Hopefully, we get Haney Lomachenko. That has not been official or confirmed yet, but it's hopefully it happens. It seems like it is. Lomachenko doesn't seem like he's making any excuses. He's given other fighters their credit. He's given Tank credit. He's given Hayden credit. So hopefully the fight happens. Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford are rumored to be back in negotiations. Hopefully we get this fight to happen. And we will see what, Lopez does. If he's actually going to get, a chance at Undisputed at 140. I'm not sure if he deserves that right now. But if it happens, it happens. Him and Josh Taylor. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. In the beginning, I wasn't so much a Devin Haney fan. I thought he was boring, and little by little, after watching him, I became totally impressed with him.
Yeah.
He was calling everyone out, and to be honest, I think he's the guy that is willing to fight everyone. I don't think the feelings are mutual. I think a lot of guys talk shit about him but won't get in the ring. I think that if he does get in there with Loma, he's gonna put on a show. I think he's gonna beat him easily. Yeah, he's not gonna knock him out, but he's gonna handle him. I don't think it's gonna be one of these things where, like the Tiafimo fight, the Tio Lopez fight, where some people debated it should have been a draw or not. I think we're gonna leave that going. Devin Haney is the best out of that group, and it leads to a whole bunch of other avenues because of the Tank and Ryan thing. This is like the most. If Haney fights Lopez, and the winner of Tank and Ryan come together and fight the winner of Devin Haney and Loma, that's like the equivalent of the Super Six back in the days.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit would be awesome, man.
That would be awesome. That would be a dream come true.
Scenario, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And, it's seemingly that it could possibly happen. Possibly happen. But, this is boxing. Like you said, people want the bag. Sometimes they're not really willing to get in there. The contract is not perfect for them. So that's why, you give Haney the respect that you give him. I give Haney the respect because he took a shit contract to go over the water, take shit money, man. And he went over there and took a fuck and beat him and had to beat him twice.
Yeah.
Had to beat him twice.
He didn't just beat him. He wiped the floor with him.
Yeah.
You're not going to another man's country who's got all the titles, who just beat the guy, and go over there and just get the decision. He went out there and convincingly beat him. The only rounds that he lost were rounds that he kind of took his foot off the gas.
Right.
Man, it's an exciting moment at the 135 division. We
Oh,
also got the Plant. Well, go ahead, let me hear.
Hold on. I gotta bring this up because we brought it up just a second ago. Do you think Loma learned his lesson? Do you think he's gonna start faster in this fight? Because, recently he's seen in his last couple of fights that he start faster because, he learned from the Lopez. I can't wait that long. So you don't think he's going to start faster in his fight with Devin Haney? And I think Haney's going to win. But I don't think Haney's going to just completely blow him out. I think it's going to be a good fight. I think Haney's going to win, but I think Loma is going to learn from his mistake and not wait too long.
Well, that last fight he had with, I forgot what his name was. It might be Ortiz, too.
Yeah.
Jeremy or something like that. Either way.
Jermaine Ortiz, yeah.
That guy was a good, solid fighter. Right. I'm not sure if his jab, even though it was a powerful jab, is as good as Devin Haney's. Devin Haney might arguably have the best jab in boxing, has good defensive skills. I think the advantage in terms of footwork leans more to Loma, but he's up there in age, man. At what point does the age start to play a factor? So, do you think he's going to start faster? Is what you asking me? It don't matter. Haney's going to take him. It's good. I got Haney smoking him, man.
Okay. I mean, hey, I just feel like he might learn from his mistake. He might make it more competitive, but I still do think Haney is going to win. I can see the footwork giving Haney a little trouble, but maybe a round or two, and then after that, I feel like he'll adjust fine. And when Lomachenko tries to switch, he'll catch him.
I think maybe four rounds to 8, Haney.
I can see that. I can see that.
I'm a little excited for the tough fights that are coming up. So we got the mega fight with Tank and Garcia. We also got David and Plant. 2 awesome fights, man.
Yo, my man Plant is in David Beater's head. But he is in that bitch. Like, he's living rent free. Like, you know what time it is. He's in there, bro. He's in there so bad that he bought Benavides.com. And Benavides is like, he wants to sue him for like slandering about, him being on cocaine. Yeah, man, Plant is doing a number mentally.
Wow.
He's doing a number mentally.
See, I didn't know any of this. I'm like the most uninformed person on YouTube.
Yeah, man. Like I said, from the very first conference meeting that they had, most people leaning towards Benavides because of the size, and you think he's a tough guy, and he showed that he's good. When I seen that press conference, man, something about Plant's confidence is making me change my tune just a little bit, man. Just a little bit. I mean, Plant is confident, like extremely confident. His swag is on point, and like I said, he is in David Benavides' head, man. He really is.
Just off looking at the film, though, I'm still leaning David. Yeah. I'm still leaning David, man.
Of course, yeah.
All that confidence and bravado, I think, came from watching Canelo lose. Like, he was doing great against Canelo, but he didn't really go for it. And then to see Bivol go for it, and when I think something clicked in his head, like, damn, man, I should have went after him and took it to him. And maybe that's where the confidence is coming from. The only thing is, I think it's going to be a false confidence when David starts fucking breathing down his neck for the 12 rounds, and he's gotta move the whole fight. So.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to be on his toes. He's going to have to move around, and that works in his favor. But, we'll see how long he can hold that up. Can he hold it up for 12 rounds?
Yeah.
I mean, David Benavides has good pressure, Maybe he doesn't have the type of Canelo type of pressure, but he does have good pressure. Like again, Plant has been in there in some rough fights where he had, get a little rough. So he shows that he can hold his own. But David Benavidez is a big boy, man. It's a big boy. But hey, I still say I'm feeling Plant swag. I don't know, man. I'm feeling the confident, bro. Really am.
So you betting on Plant?
If I bet on Plant, it's by points. It's not by knockout.
Nah, of course.
Not by
knockout. Even though, he does have the pop after fucking sending Darrell into retirement, man. He has the pop.
No. Look, that's where that false confidence comes from too, like that overconfident. Because he keeps talking about Darrell like he wasn't some old dude on his way out. Like, I know they call him the dog, but yo, Darrell, he can't. He's not built like that, bro.
I was gonna say we need to show the video of what Benavidez did to Darrell in their fight and all the blood and how they stopped that.
Yeah.
Good fight, though, man.
Another fight that's coming on, and we could talk about this real quick before we get out of here. Something that we predicted on this show, I say last month or two back, and that is Zoo against Harrison. And I remember you said, don't want to see it, boring fight, not good matchup because of the styles. Well, it's happening. It's happening. So, now that it's actually happening, how do you see this fight going?
No, I don't really want to see that, but I think Harrison outboxes him, man. Outboxes him. Sets traps, outboxes him. If Zoo does happen to win, and win by knockout, I'm not gonna lie, I may have to change my tune and put some respect on his name. Which way you going with it?
Well, I can lean definitely. I can see what you're talking about, leaning towards Harrison because of the boxing skill. He comes across as the better boxer, of course. Tim Tszyu, I'm not sure about all his other victories. I know he has a decent names, but Tony, he's a good boxer, man. He's a good boxer. He gave Charlo a hard time. I'm gonna lean with Harrison, but I'm gonna say this, and this may sound weird. I want Zoo to win, but I'm leaning towards Harrison, and the only reason why I want Zoo to win is because I want to see him go against Charlo, but I want to see him lose against Charlo. Like, I know it sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy, but that's what I want to see.
Well, it doesn't matter because if they do fight, I gotta think Charlo's the heavy favorite by knockout.
Right.
I just gotta think with his flaws and his liabilities on defense, I gotta feel like Charlo knocks him out.
Right.
But is it true Canelo's fighting John Deere?
I mean John Ryder or whoever.
Oh, that yeah. Yeah, same person.
Yeah, we definitely talked about him possibly fighting Ryder or Belinga, which is, that is.
No, I thought it was confirmed.
Oh, it's confirmed. Oh, wow.
No. I'm asking.
I don't know, and I don't want it to be confirmed. I want him to rematch Bivol. See, and this is the thing, guys. We understand the sport of boxing, there is obviously bias and racism in it and all that shit. We get that. And me criticizing Canelo, nothing to do with race. He is a great boxer. I want him to fight other great boxers. That's it. I don't want to see John Ryder. I don't want to see Belinga. I want him to fight somebody who I want him to fight. That's it.
Oh, hold on. I gotta start raining on people though.
Damn.
Because I love this shit because we both kind of have the same mentality.
Yeah.
Everyone can get it. Canelo definitely gets it. Why? Because he was talking shit about Mayweather, then went and did the exact same thing. If you are a Mayweather fan, you cannot talk shit about Canelo. That's it. You do not get to say shit. He's doing the exact same thing. I'm also when he was at his stage of his life, Canelo, Mayweather. I'm talking about Mayweather didn't have a lot of prime superstars. They were prime fighters there. Cotto being one, Margarito. They were a lot of tough fighters, but they weren't superstars. They weren't mega fights. Other than maybe Cotto and Pacquiao, everyone else, the time frames didn't add up.
Right.
You know, De La Hoya is like 4 years older. Same with Shane. He didn't have the guys. So I was just a little upset that he didn't wash. Mayweather didn't wash a lot of these guys that he had the advantage against. Canelo's kind of worse because you do have a lot of prime guys where they're big stars, bro. The Charlo's a star.
Yeah.
You know, that Beatles is starting to make himself into a star. You know, Demetrius Andre is a tough fighter. You know, he balks when he does interviews and things like that, but he's a tough fighter too. You know, there are fights to be made. And if you're going to go out there and say, yeah, I wanted the push to be great, man, he could have moved up and went to like cruiserweight and fight the guy that fought on the undercard here and then went, fuck it, I'm going to do some Roy Jones shit. I'm going to go up to heavyweight and fight AJ. Then now it's like, oh shit, now he's really trying to be great. That's some outlandish shit.
Right.
But you know, it looks more like a cherry pick gone wrong, and I'm just trying to get paid and coast. I'm not even sure if John Deere or John Ryder or that John Doe is ranked. Is he a top 5 fighter? I've never heard of this.
Never heard of that man. Yeah. Yeah, that and again, guys, this is why, you know, when you are, it doesn't matter who it is, Hawk just said. It doesn't matter who you are, bro. Like the same way we criticize Tank or Garcia or Lopez or Josh Chiller, Lomachenko, Haney, we want to see you in there with other great fighters. We want to see you in there with other great fighters, man. So, you know, it's just disappointing if Canelo fights whoever this guy is. It's disappointing. I don't want to see him fight this guy. I don't want to see him fight Berlanga. Get the rematch. Get the rematch with Bivol. Do that. And this is where we talk about greatness, right? Being great and better, which you like to say before.
I just looked the guy up.
Yeah.
I did see this guy fight. This is the guy from Europe that beat Daniel Jacobs last year.
Okay. Well, Daniel Jacobs is out of there too. But this is when we talk about better or greater, right? Because you can clearly say anybody, it don't matter who you are a fan of, you can clearly say that Canelo is a better boxer than Deontay Wilder. Now, did that stop Deontay Wilder from fighting Tyson Fury 3 times? Somebody who we know he doesn't have more boxing skills against. We know that. He tried 3 times. But yet you have Canelo who has great boxing skills and he's not fighting other boxers that we want to see him fight. It doesn't make sense, man.
I gained so much respect for Wilder. So much respect. I used to always, his footwork's off, he telegraphs his punches, and then when I seen him in there with another killer, it made me go, God damn, this motherfucker's incredible. You gotta kill him. And just because he lost to another all-time great, it doesn't take away from your greatness.
Right.
And that was my whole thing with Mayweather. Cool with Mayweather getting the bag. He tells you, my nickname is money. He doesn't care about Hawk. He doesn't care about Work's opinion. He doesn't care about fucking anyone's opinion. The problem I have is with the fans. Y'all okay this shit by buying the bullshit and repeating the bullshit he says. Oh, I beat the most world champions. They're mad world champions out there. They split up the division in like 5 ways, making a super, a fly, a light, a junior, a catchweight, and then made 4 different titles for each of those fake weights that they came up with. So you justify this guy. No disrespect to Mayweather, he is technically the greatest fighter of all time. He's the best business mind ever, and it's cool for him to make his money. But what he did was set a precedent that all these other guys go, "Hey, I want to do it too," and now it's gonna set a trend where everyone does it. So again, shout out to Tank and Ryan for saying "fuck that" and let's go be great. Everyone better support that shit, man.
Yeah, yeah. You ain't lying, man. Preach, brother. Preach.
Nah, you started it, man. Yo, let's get out of here, man. Fucking it ain't too much to talk about. So
Yeah.
everyone, make sure to hit the subscribe button.
Yes, sir.
Shit, man. We appreciate everyone, man. And also, if you ever want to jump on with us, just message us in the chats, man. We always love hearing from other boxing fans. You know, we don't really want too many casual fans. Nah, I'm fucking.
Hey, no, come on
Yeah, I was
through.
gonna say, even if
Let's
you
get
wanna
this
come
debate
talk
going.
Yeah, if you want to talk some casual shit, we will.
Yeah, let's get this debate going.
Bye, Playboy, man. Let's get out of here.
All right, brother.
I'm glad that.